Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share a video or share my journey on my side hustle that I have decided. For those of you out there, I've been talking about trying to find other means of stream of income, like passive income. And you know I'm super passionate about personal finance and navigating through the financial journey. So I found that calling. In addition to doing this as well as coaching, I realized I love real estate. So that it is my side hustle is becoming a real estate investor. And so what does that mean? It is a little bit scary because it's completely a new field, I wouldn't say new career, but it's technically a new career. And there's a lot of lingo, just like with medical jargon, when it comes to real estate. So I've decided to pursue real estate investor, and my 3 reasons why. One, I think it's very personable. This is a people business. You know, most people think, real estate more of like buying houses and selling houses. But essentially, there's so many different ways to invest in real estate. And what I've realized as I've finished my online courses and just learning and listening to all these different real estate investors is what I see is more a people business. You can buy a house, but let's say you're a landlord. You really have to learn how to manage those tenants and really building relationships and building rapport with those individuals to make sure they keep your house well and maintain it well and pay rent on time. So it's really about the people business of it. And I feel like I have a knack for building relationship with individuals. So that gets me super excited. 2, you can build wealth with real estate, right? So there is a cash flow. Let's say if you choose to be a landlord, aka buying a house and rent it out, there is a cash flow every month that will come in addition to the appreciations of the house. And these are long-term investment. It's not like you buy 1 month, you sell the next month. You could, that's also flipping. But for me, I know as a full-time pharmacist, in addition to being a new mom, I know that I would not be able to do flipping, and especially I don't have the skill set as of yet to be a flipper. And what a flipper means, you buy a very distressed, damaged properties, you turn it into a beautiful castle, not really castle, but just a very beautiful home and sell it back for a higher price, which is kind of like HGTV type of model, which is great for people to know what they're doing. And from a construction standpoint, permitting, and as I've learned more about real estate, I realized that's not my strategy right now, not as a new investor. 3rd, it's a great asset in terms of, I wouldn't call like super recession proof, but I mean, people will always need a house to live in regardless in what market, up or down. So it's just a matter how much you can rent it out for or how much the market will go up to. I mean, on average, real estate goes up 4 to 8%, depends on which year you're looking at, right? I mean, it does tank in 2008. So, but I think overall, as a long run, you got to think about 10, 20 years from now, what this house that you buy will go up or not. There are some areas that will not go up or go up very slowly, like 3%, which is nothing because that's the price or that's the percentage of inflation. But overall, if you look at long term, 10, 20 years down the line, the potential for the house that you get will go up. So that goes up with the appreciation. And then something I'm learning as well is that there are a lot of tax benefits being a real estate investor from a tax saving standpoint as well as a tax advantage. And there's so many things I'm still learning. There are just so many other things that I feel like it's blown my mind as I'm getting into it. So one thing, for example, I've learned is the 1031 exchange, which means that you buy a property and when you sell the property, you could technically exchange it for a similar property without paying the capital gains on it. And you can keep doing this exchange over and over again and not have to pay tax. So you can exchange until you drop, aka, and put it and give that to your son or daughter, and they don't have to pay the tax gains on it. So that's a huge benefit that I can see, from that standpoint. Because with stocks, when you invest, not for retirement, but just in general, there is a 15% to 30% tax that you have to put on it if you hold it for less than a year versus 30% if it's less than a year, or 15% if it's longer than a year. So there's definitely a lot of tax advantage that you can take. And this is where I need to get my CPA, get a professional CPA, a professional attorney to draft up the contract. So there's a lot of other legal aspects when it comes to real estate. I'm just super excited that I'm getting into this, and I'm learning through various online courses. I go to various meetup groups and just learned and absorbed. There's so many strategies within real estate that it can get a little bit overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I get things pretty fast, right? But with real estate, there's just so many different things. And the one big thing when I learned from the courses I've been through so far is that you have to set a goal, a focus, and a plan. You need a plan. Whatever it is, that strategy that you decide to use, you want to stick with it. You could probably add one or two as you go along the way because you get more experience, but you just gotta stick with the plan. If not, your brain would just go into too many directions and you get very confused. So my goal is to have a plan, a deadline, and then kind of go from there. Just want to share that with you guys. I think it's a great side hustle, and especially you do need the capital and the income to start with, which I am saving up now. I've learned about some creative real estate strategy, but again, being so new, I'm learning to tread it very lightly. So I'm hoping to meet other investors and get them on our show and just really share their experience. So with that, I'll close out. Please share one thing that you've done as a side hustle that you are excited about. If you've done real estate as your side hustle, one thing that you've done that helped you with your success. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos coming up. Thank you.